Hello, everybody. Let me turn on the light. It's a bit dark in here. So we'll just do a late night foodie tarot live. Hold on. Let me turn on the light here. It's a bit dark. I didn't realize it was so dark. There we go. YouTube is probably going to be mad at me because I've been live a lot today. And they're like, what are you doing, Rose? What are you doing? I'm wearing YouTube out. Deal with it, YouTube. Deal with it. I'm doing this tonight because I may not have time tomorrow. I know I'm going to confuse the algorithms. I'm going to confuse the algorithms. Well, you know what? If YouTube can get over it. I mean, I remember Crackhead Olympics. Foodie 6 to 10 hours a day, every day. You're going to deal with a little bit of it today. How about that? Hey, Sherry. Yeah, it was a wonderful panel tonight. I was having fun. It was a blast. A lot of great people there in the audience and on panel. I did deliver. I'm here. And I know it's late, and I'm sure some of you, if you got to get up in the work in the morning, don't miss work because of me. I'm doing this now because I may be very busy tomorrow. Crunch time. Hello, nothing but trouble. EM, grateful for life. Tishati, Yellow Moon, Tammy, Poppy, Sherry. And for those people that are coming in, if I don't say hi to, it's not that I'm being rude. It's that I got to keep my eyes on my cards. So, like, I love everybody. It's just that my hands are off my keyboard. Hi, Karen. I know I got to focus on my cards. So please, nobody think that I'm being rude if I don't say hi to you. I do see your names. Although I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. After the lives I did today, my eyes are a bit blurry. It's late for me. Okay, well, thank you, Jocelyn, for being here. You too, P4. Holy crap, what a day. Foodie's all kinds of mad. She was getting heat every which way. Everywhere she turned, there's people giving her heat. Heat everywhere. It was glorious. It was lovely. I didn't even react to her videos today. I didn't even care. I just clipped that one part where she was mad at me, and I'm like, that's just funny. I got to save that. Hey, Issa. God, they're reacting to my sub count? What? That is so stupid. She's so mad. What's going to happen to Foodie? Well, we're going to find out. We are going to find out. That's what we're here for. That's what everybody's here for. Ugly, jealous embryos. Well, I'll take that, I guess. There's worse things. She'll probably stroke out. Listen, like, I didn't watch a lot of her first live and then her second. From what I saw, she is mad. She was mad or stressing out or both. Hey, Hannibal. She was, listen, there's, hey, House of Hannibal. Hey, Hannibal. Great live tonight. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Foodie's got so many tells. She thinks she's a good liar. She's got so many doggone tells. You know, the more she's stressed out, the more she tries to project, I'm happy and I know it. You know, so if she's doing that, like she's over the top with it, she's stressing about something. Her count is still at 100K. Well, interesting thing about that, those that were in the live sub count today were watching the sub count go down, and it hit 99,900, and it hasn't moved since. So then I found out later that if YouTube is suspecting you're doing some shady stuff, getting your sub count inflated in a way you shouldn't, what they will do is they will lock your account while they're investigating. So her sub count, it hasn't gotten any higher, has it? So I think it's locked. I think they're looking at her. I think they are looking at her, and there's Booger. Booger? Hey. Hi. I think that maybe that's the reason why she was so panicked tonight. She knew something was going on, and she couldn't do anything about it. Booger. Stop hey, ma'am, you. Stop tearing up the couch. So there's a I can't say for sure, but it seems like it's been locked. Like if they're looking at her, they're locking that sub count so that she can't get any more fake subs. They took away 1,000. Then after the sub count came down to 9,000, like 99,900, it just stopped. And what's even more telling is that on socialcounts.org, the graph that showed the activity, it flatlined. It's not normal. So it's like, I wonder what would cause that. I know, Kitty. So I'm here to see what the cards are saying about Foodie. But yeah, she was a bit frenzied tonight, more so than usual. And she was doing a lot of self-soothing with the food. She wouldn't stop eating. One thing to the next thing to the next thing. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's a B moment. Straight up. That's a B moment. If she wasn't sticking food in her mouth, she was sticking the shisha. Ooh. Okay. She just wouldn't stop. I was like, girl, you need to step away from the table right now. You're having a moment and you're not having it the right way. There was no chewing, dude, just shoving it down. Going to show chaos. More than likely. What did you miss? Nothing yet, Brandy. We're just getting started. Hey, Inferno. Enjoyed listening to you and everybody else on panel. You and Goose Chuck and Life and Hannibal and like all of us that were up there. Sparky Preach for posted her community post explaining how she didn't buy subs. You know what? Okay. So here's the thing. If you're not guilty of something, why are you so nervous? Only guilty people are nervous, right? If you didn't do anything wrong, you got nothing to worry about and everything is okay. But if you're nervous, you did something. You know, guilty people are the ones who are sweating. Not guilty people are not sweating at all. You know, cool as a cucumber if you told the truth. Yeah, the lady doth protest too much. And can I go off about something real quick before I get started with this reading? And I don't mean to cause any negative energy. I am so sick to death of hearing her call herself a victim when she sits there and she talks about Natter, references Natter. Let me tell you something. A real victim wouldn't think of the person who hurt them. Keep talking about them, keeping them in the front of their mind. That's some nonsense. All right? That bothers me. Somebody hurts you like that, you shut your mouth. You don't want to think about them. She doesn't know words well. Besides, she did tell us, and I've got the clips, I reacted to it, where she said she exaggerated the claims. And she said also, I didn't lie for revenge, but you lied. So now that you said those things, anything you have to say is invalid. Hey, Angela. You want to use a lot of care out or anger. Yep, absolutely. All right, so I don't want any bad energy on my card, so we're going to clear them out. I just want to speak my piece about that, bring out my little loser, pathetic soapbox and step on it. Now I'm stepping back off. Hey, KB. Even vultures have a soapbox. That's right. All right. Hello, girl waffles. So let me just focus here for a minute. Booger, you're doing the most over there. She's tearing up my house. I got a house gremlin. My cat is tearing up my doggone house. Get out of the closet. Excuse me. Ma'am, you don't belong in there. All right. Now I'm a little bit tired, but I can still do a good reading. I know, right? You don't hear the frogs? Hannibal, hey, Fit and Kirby, Hannibal. People were saying in your chat they could hear my peepers through my microphone while I was on panel. The peepers. They could hear them. That's funny. Even on panel, the peepers are going to come right through. And another thing. I know, what a day for me. It's been a good day. It has been a good day. We got to hang out together for hours and watch the sub count go down. It was highly entertaining. I was having fun being salty, being petty. And I know they were watching us because one person in the chat said, because they are petty. I'm like, uh-huh. We were being watched. We were being peeped at. Because we kept saying that over and over in the chat. We're petty. Hi, Susie. Booger. My cat is on one. All right. Almost there, y'all. Tom is my number one. Anyone else is, hey, wait a minute. But Tom was my friend back on MySpace. He was my best friend. He was my only friend for like a week. And then I started adding more people. But he likes me too. I mean, he did add me. And he looks so friendly, even though we never talked. He was committed. He reached out to everybody. He was a social kind of person. Hi there. boogers here, but y'all can't see her right now. All right, let's get started with this. Ooh. All right. We're starting off strong, I guess. Five of Pentacles. Dang. Look at that. Five of Pentacles. I guess there's some hard times going on, huh? That is the opener. I keep thinking of a phrase in my head. Winter is coming. And I know that may not seem like make much sense, but I keep getting this feeling of just, like when her and Salah first came to know each other, it was like spring and summer. Things were really good. Things were plentiful. Things were fruitful. Now they've entered the winter stage of them getting to know each other. Like everything is just dying out. Like the money is dying out. Like the whatever friendliness they have between them is dying out. It's just they've entered that stark cold winter part of getting to know each other. It's just there's no sweetness there anymore. There's no sweet fruit. It's like all the fruit is off of the tree. And this is a harsh, cold part of them knowing each other. Girl, who are you? Y'all saw I shuffled the cards up. Who is this woman? I must know. Who is this person? Every single freaking time I do a reading, who is this woman? I hope she reveals herself at some point. I really do. Y'all watch my readings. You know this card comes up all the freaking time. All the time. Again. Again. Whoever she is, she's close to this situation. She's a brunette. She's really, really close. She is so close. Yeah, the honeymoon is definitely over. It's been over. It has been over. It's over, y'all. There's no spring, summer, not even autumn. We're straight on to winter. Like there's a harshness there. Nothing is plentiful anymore. It's just maintaining just a certain small level. Oh. And there's a lot of just, okay. Take a good look at this card. We have the star. We have a person pouring water from like a big pond over here. And the first thing that comes to my mind is robbing Peter to pay Paul. Just trying to balance out where the water is going. Like taking it from one place and then pouring it in another place. Like sharing the water. Sharing it. Like this balancing of like, gotta pay for this and gotta pay for this. And the star card, like nighttime, doing under a cover of darkness, doing it under delusion, fantasy, like everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. She is. Oh. And in the middle of her doing all of this, she's completely alone. Completely alone. They actually both are. They're both alone in all of it. There's a sense of aloneness here. There's a sense of just separation. There's so much separation, just pulling apart. That's the word that's coming to mind. Pulling apart. Everything's pulling apart. Just, like the threads that are holding them together they're not even there. There was barely any to begin with, and now it's just gotten worse. Like the thread's about to break. Like they're both in their own worlds right now, barely connected. Um, I feel this is Foodie. This is her just the Ace of Wands, holding on to one thing and trying to make it as fruitful as possible. You know, like, what can I do with this one thing to get the leaves to come out? You know, like, how can I make it sprout again? Just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what will stick. You know, like this, holding on to it tight. But notice that she's holding on to it by herself. There's not two sets of hands here, it's her set of hands. It's just her holding on to it. He's not holding on to it anymore. This is not a shared thing. It's just, this is her vehicle and she's got to drive. But just holding on to this one thing that's keeping everything else going. And again, just money in the heart, money on the mind, money beneath the feet. You know, like thinking about that money. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I feel a sense of almost like, I want to say manic. I want to say just feverish manic about money. Just mind on the money matters, not on the health matters. Just like, what can I do to make that money? What can I do? What can I do? Just thinking about the money. How can she make the money quick, fast, in hand, right now? Two of Swords. Multiple battles going on, but not knowing how to fight them. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, like I get a sense of panic, thunder rain. Just, I wanted to say manic panic, but I didn't know how that would come out. But mania, manic, panic, just it's all jumbled together. A sense of chaos. Like she's very chaotic energy right now with Foodie. Running around like a chicken with her head cut off. There's no sense of calm here. There's no sense of order. There's no sense of, I've got a plan and I'm going to follow through with it. It's just, you know, like this is the picture I'm getting in my head. Just grab, 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 grab. Grabbing at everything. And whatever she can grab onto, she pulls it to her. A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, you know, just manically grabbing at everything to see what works. But the Two of Swords, causing all kinds of drama and chaos. But yet in the middle, she's blind to her own personal fight. Doesn't want to see it. Like the inner battles that are going on in her right now. The outer battles just centered around her individually. Not thinking about that, not focused on that. Too busy with the swords in her hands, fighting everybody else on the internet. There's a sense of nostalgia, you know, like, no, let me change that. It's not nostalgia. It's just putting on a brave face. That's better. She's putting on a brave face, maintaining this false sense of happy. I'm happy. Everything's great. Everything's great. He loves me. Da, 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 da. You know, like fake it till you make it. Got that happy mask on. As long as she's got that mask on, nobody can see what's underneath. And again, here we are with the water again being shared. Like the last card. Back and forth, back and forth. Sharing water from one source to another, just passing it along. Doesn't stay on one cup. It's being shared by multiple cups. Multiple. and balancing everything out. That money is going out in multiple ways. Ooh, yikes. I don't know what happened, but ooh. So I guess there was supposed to be a celebration or wanting to celebrate, but oops. Um, yeah, so no celebration here. Feels like whatever she wanted to celebrate, she can't celebrate now. Like there's sour victory. Like you cross the finish line, but there's no trophy. There's no trophy. So that celebration denied. Uh, hold on a minute. The King of Swords. What am I getting off of this? I feel like this is Salah, and he's getting back his strength. He's getting it back. Is he gearing up to fight with somebody on YouTube? Like maybe want to come back or something? Because I feel like he's getting a stronger presence here. Like he's been in the background for a minute. Like is he gearing up to have problems with somebody or fight with somebody or fight for somebody? Like he's got that sword in his hand. He's ready to fight. He's ready. Yeah, exactly. Feels more aggressive now. Like he's got this stronger energy to him right now. It wasn't that way before. He was burnt out. He was not feeling himself. He's starting to get some of that back for some reason. He's ready to fight for something. I don't think it's going to be for Foodie though. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, here's Foodie. She's put down her swords. She's put them down. And she put herself in a corner. She doesn't know what to do. I sound angrier now. I'm sorry. I'm not angry. Apologies if I came off that way. Um, Forgive me, Muta. I've been live streaming literally all day, so I'm a bit tired. Apologies if I sound aggressive. Uh, Surrounded by swords. She's creating several battles with people. Look at all the different swords. Just picking all kinds of different fights with people. And yet she doesn't have the energy to fight anybody. Just putting herself more and more in a corner. Like she's the equivalent of that person who's walking around the room like kicking a stand at people's shoes, knowing she's not going to fight them, just doing it to be a jerk. Now she wants to fight, but yet she doesn't. She wants the attention, yet she doesn't. Does that make sense? Ooh. Not good. So like she's just going through a period now where she's losing something, or she has lost something. She's not going to lose everything, but there is going to be a significant loss, and it's going to make her feel a certain kind of way. She's not going to be happy about it. Like it's something that's I want to say it's going to humble her a bit, but that's not right. It's just the words I'm looking for is no, it's not teaching her a lesson. It's making her aware of her boundaries, like how much she can get away with. Like this. When she can't get away with something, that's when she learns the line. And she's finding out, like you F around, you're gonna find out. No, no, I didn't say she's losing her leg. That's not what I meant. The cups have to do with, say, material goods, property, money, uh, things like that. It's not necessarily having to do with her health. No, no, no. It's just, this is about like just something that she valued. You guys can hear the peepers. Are they that loud? But just something connected to her pride. Yeah, let them sing. Let them sing. Ooh. Okay. Now I need more information with this card because I don't know which way this one's going to swing. I need another card after it to know what's going on here. Oops. Ooh, okay. So we got the Chariot card. Hello, Atlantis. We got the Chariot. And why I needed more information, because I didn't know which way that card was going to swing, what it pertains to. It pertains to this one. So, but this feels like she's thinking about home. A lot of nostalgia about home. Happier times. Going back. There might be a trip somewhere. Like she's thinking about happier days. She's looking for something to make her happy. You know what, Sensei? Because I didn't even know they were called peepers until people on my channel let me know. And I'm like, oh, they're peepers. They're just green frogs, but I like the name, peepers. Oh, ho, ho. Yikes. Be careful, Foodie. Be careful of that judgment card. Be careful. This is not the first time I pulled a judgment card on you. And I don't know where the judgment's going to come from. I'd be careful if I were you. Who knows? You're making enemies all over the place. Nope, never a good card. Foodie, you're so stupid. She is. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm feeling. What I've been feeling for a minute. This whole thing with her pushing so hard to get to 100K. I feel that it's not just connected to her ego, but it's connected to Salah. That somehow it connects to him. That maybe she thought if she got to 100K, that would impress him somehow or make him want to stay. And that's why she's been so doggone feverish to get there by any means necessary. Like maybe she thought if she had a 100K channel, he'd go like, wow, like you got a 100K channel and want to stay. And maybe she's been talking to him and offering him more. And he's like, no. Like just more money or something. Just her trying to sweeten the pot to where he would stay. But he's very disenchanted right now. Very disenchanted. Like he's not really tempted anymore the way he used to be. So I feel like I feel things have reached the point. It's the things are in the winter phase of them knowing each other, where it's like money's not going to fix this. Money's not going to make up for not being happy. You know what I mean? Just when you reach that level of unhappiness, that something like money just not going to fix everything. It's not going to be a proper band-aid. So that's where they are. Like she just, in the beginning, it was easy to tempt him with money and gifts and whatnot. And he grabbed it. But now he's like, no. So it's like it's getting harder and harder to keep him near her for 5 minutes. Yeah, the honeymoon is over. He's materialistic and wears his ego on his sleeve. Yes, he is. But you know what, Inferno? There's an old saying. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Does she have money? Yes, but is whatever amount of money she's given him worth all the trouble and the hassle and the headache? After a while, you say, no, it ain't. You know, like, you know, how sad do you want to be, and for what price are you willing to sell your happiness for? Uh-oh. And there might be some big changes coming. Death is not physical death. It is, could mean rebirth. Of either one of them, it could be a big change, a new job, like the ending of something, the start of something, because that's how death works. One door closes, another one opens. There's some change here. There's some change along the way. Oh, uh-oh. Well, this is in reverse. Foodie, what you been doing? What you doing? Isn't that what she does? So this card, upright, Six of Pentacles, upright would be, you know, money and sharing it around and charity and all that. But it's this way. It's this way. Oh my God. So I guess whatever roads that she was creating, reaching out to other people and giving money to other people, you know, maybe sharing the wealth, it ain't happening no more. Like it's just nah. Nah. And she wants to fight, but she's not able to fight. Not able to. She's picking up swords. Everybody else is saying, see ya. Look at him walking away. Look. You're like, no, thank you. Goodbye. She's like, I got all the swords for you. Look, they're on the ground. They're like, well, we're not picking them up. What was that word you guys used in your chat, Hannibal? Mercenaries? Looking for mercenaries? Looking for people to fight for her? To be pawns on her chessboard? Don't nobody want to be your pawns anymore. Not profitable enough. Too much headache. So she's over there poking at people, making them mad, looking for her mercenaries, and they're like, no thanks. You fight your battles by yourself. Bye. Okay, I need more context with this card. Oh. And so what do we do when we want other people to fight our battles and they don't want to fight? Offer the cup of plenty, which leads to, like this was upside down. 2, 3, 7 of Wands. We're still looking for people to fight for her. You're looking for friends, aren't you, Foodie? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Stop looking for people to fight your battles, Foodie. This is how she sees herself. Surrounded in money. Look at me. The delusion is strong in this one. So that's several cards. Why don't we do the next reading on Salah? By himself. She don't have friends. You're right, she don't have friends. Because you know what? The last time I checked, friendship you give for free. Same thing with love. It's priceless in value, but you give it for free. You don't have to pay for it. If you got to pay for it, it ain't real. She did say that all she wanted was fake love. Well, apparently fake love is expensive, whereas real love and friendship are free. So, you know, you don't pay your friends to like you. You don't pay them to hang out with you and talk with you. If they are your friends, why are you paying them for? Make that make sense. What? I'm trying to read the messages, and like I said, my eyes are a little bit tired tonight. It's hard to focus on the screen. The type's a bit small. She don't have a back. She got a backup sandwich. You don't have a backup plan. If only she had a backup plan the way she has a backup sandwich. Got a backup everything but a backup plan. Oh, thank you, EM, for the super chat. It's not much, and I know YouTube takes a lot of it. Oh, I don't care. They can take their 30%. Well, thank you, EM. I appreciate it, darling. Appreciate it a lot. I know one thing. I'm going to sleep like a doggone baby when I go to sleep tonight. My head hits that pillow. I'm going to be out. Out. Be like, good night, goodbye, and that's all there is. Turning off the phone, going to bed. He'll stick around. What? What's wrong, Hugh Mabro? I'm not leaving yet. I'm just saying when I fall asleep, I'm going to sleep deep. You know about that deep sleep where you're like, nothing's waking me up. I'm going to, you know what? You know what I love about living where I live? Until I moved here, I didn't know what it was to fall asleep to the sound of the peepers. But now, just about every night, I hear them sing. And it's a wonderful thing. They put me to sleep. I'm used to crickets. Now I've got peepers. I'm still laughing, Hannibal. If YouTube locked her sub count, oh, that is bad. That means they are looking at you. Oh, they're looking at you. Maybe that's why she was stressing tonight hard. Maybe that's why. Like something had her all fired up. And I was just there, and I'm happy that I got to show the count going down before I got froze up. Is she still monetized? I believe so. By the way, like I did not know there were a couple of other channels doing the sub count thing. I don't know how long they did it for. I didn't know until I went to Twitter because I was online on my channel for so long. But apparently a couple of other people did it too. So big ups to them too. I think that's awesome. Santiago, I can't say 100% for sure, but when I was doing my live count today, everybody watching, and we sat there for like, I was there for like 6 hours, yo. 6 hours, like just chilling with y'all. Once it reached 999 it just stopped, dead stop, and the graph on the top right, it flatlined. That ain't normal, and it hasn't moved since then. After 6 hours of continuous subs being taken away for 6 hours straight, and then all of a sudden it's going to come to a dead stop. What? So I can't say 100% for sure, but when I looked it up, I was like, why would they freeze your subscriber count? And then it said, well, if YouTube thinks that you're guilty of sus activity to inflate your subscriber count, they will freeze your account. You know, to keep you from possibly inflating the number even higher, and then they're going to look into things. Ghost Chuck! I love Ghost Chuck. She was cracking me up tonight. Everybody was cracking me up tonight. I was sorry I was being so quiet on your panel, Hannibal. One thing you should know about me, I'm polite. I don't like to interrupt people when they're talking. I just think that's rude, so I stay quiet. I don't like to cut people off. It's just bad manners. I was brought up in a household like that. So I just shut up a lot. Yeah, I have home training. I was domesticated early. Take a hit off the vape and I will too. Well, you can take a hit off the vape anytime you want, darling. I mean, if you want to smoke it, don't let me stop you. I am respectful. But I was enjoying listening to everybody else. Y'all are just cracking me up. Y'all are too much fun. I just don't like interrupting people when they're talking. I don't, that's rude to me. I'm an old broad. What have I got to, what can I say? Manners. She gonna cancel that bought plaque off of Temu? Amazon, eBay. If you can get eggs Benedict with pesto hollandaise, do it. Ooh, sounds intriguing. I try it. Hey, I try new things. Not that way, you perverts. You know what I'm talking about. God, get your minds out of the gutter. Jeez. I'm not as old as you. Well, I'm 53. How old are you? Never mind. That was a rude question. Ladies don't tell their age normally. You're 60. Well, we're close. We're close. You're 59. See, we're not that far away. You said it, but you thought it. And listen, I can feel your thoughts from here. Perverts. You can't hear what? All right, let me focus. Why am I yelling at you guys? You're not even here in my ear. Rude of me. So sorry. I woke up today and I chose pettiness. I don't know why. Just one of those things. Sometimes pettiness is the only answer. I did chose violence in Minecraft. We chose violence in Minecraft or Warcraft. That's right, violence in Minecraft or Warcraft. All right. All right. All right, let's do this. This one is for Mr. Salah. Ooh. Interesting. So his first card is the Sun. Like this is what he's wanting. Maybe experiencing some freedom here. Experiencing a moment of happiness. Did Foodie go live again or is she laying low? I don't know. She did like 2 lives today and I just clipped one part of the one out because I knew that she was going to dirty delete sooner or later. And I want to catch it. But I haven't really covered either one of her lives. Not yet. So I'm a bit behind with that. But I don't care. You know, she can wait her turn. I was busy today. She's just going to have to take a number. So he's happy. He's feeling there's a sense that there's a bright moment here for him. But when you've got a storm like Foodie around, that does not last long. That doesn't last long. So much for that happy moment, Salah. He was feeling happy not dealing with YouTube and all the drama and girl world. He was feeling the most happiness away from girl world. And I just keep feeling like Foodie is trying to pull him back in. And he really doesn't want to be pulled back in. He doesn't want to be close to her. He doesn't want to be involved. She's trying to pull him back into her fight and make him one of her mercenaries. And he's just, He's just like, no. But he doesn't, he's been out of the path of the hurricane, and he likes the sunshine around it. He doesn't want to be sucked back into the blowing winds. Like he just a lot of darkness he doesn't want to deal with. He's looking for something more positive, something much more positive, fruitful. Oh, I'm getting the same card. Hold on. Oh. And she's over there making promises to him. He wants that happy life, like they're both doing the nostalgia thing of, like dreaming out loud, daydreaming. He wants money. This is his dream. Notice the difference in the cards with him and Chantal. Like her nostalgic card, she was thinking of home and everything's bright and like a fairy tale. Look what he's thinking about. Money, plenty. Like their minds are in different places. Like she's thinking about like having the fairy tale romance life. And he's just like, I just want to be wealthy. I want to have so much in the way of prosperity that I can't even stand it. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my. Well, what do you say to that? What do you say to that? And what is the opposite of love, y'all? What is the other side of the coin to love? There's love, and then there's what else? Yikes. So they started out here, and then they ended up here. Everything is turned upside down and backwards. Two upside down people that do not care about each other. There's no connection there. Sad. You know what though? Can I just say something? There's actually something worse than hate when it comes to a relationship. There's something worse than hate. And that something worse is indifference. When you're with somebody and you care about them, you want to be with them so bad, and they are indifferent to you. They have no feeling. Their attitude is, I don't care if you're here. I don't care if you're gone. Doesn't bother me none. Indifference. He has drifted into that place. They're like, I don't care if you go. I don't care if you stay. Do what you want. Ah, who are you? Like this came up the last time too. There's somebody helping him. Somebody helping Salah. He's got friends. Productive friends. And stop. Listening to her lies. Listening to Foodie's lies. I think they're both delusional. I think she's deluding herself into thinking that all of this mess, she can fix it. She can fix all of it. And she's deluding him into thinking she can fix everything. and that whatever he wants, whatever he's asking for, she can give it to him. But they're both living in a world of multi-layered lies and deception. Oh, what a tangled web we weave and we want to deceive. Just that tangled web, man. It's tight. It's really tight. He's not being productive at all. He ain't got nothing going on. He got nothing going on. Lack of productivity. Stillness. Lethargy. Just it's stalemate. He's got nothing going on. It's just a sense of just like laying around, just doing nothing. Hold on a minute. Okay. I got to go back to this card. I'm getting a story in my head. I don't know why this has to come out, but I want to show this card to you guys real close. But this, like, there's a reason sometimes things pop out at you and you don't know why exactly, but it makes sense right now. Have you guys ever heard the story of the scorpion and the frog? It's like an old story of a frog who saw a scorpion that wanted to cross the river, but the scorpion could not swim. So the frog decided to help out the scorpion by putting the scorpion on its back to help it across. And so the frog swam it across with it on its back. And then when they got to the other side, the scorpion stung the frog. And then the frog looked at it like, what'd you go ahead and do that for? And the scorpion said, you knew what I was when you picked me up. So, you know, like, why does that matter right now? Because I think it pertains here because Salah, you knew what she was when you first met her, bro. She did not deceive you. You deceived yourself thinking you could get what you wanted out of her. You're living in that world of delusion. You think that you can still get what you want out of her and walk away unscathed. And nobody walks away from Foodie unscathed. No one and nothing. Nothing with a heartbeat walks away unscathed. Find me one living thing, human or not, that has come in contact with Foodie that has come out the other side healthy. You won't find it. It does not exist. So, okay, who are you? Now I'm looking at the High Priestess card. Why am I getting this feeling off of it? I keep hearing the word knowledge. Hidden knowledge. Knowledge being hidden of some sort. Like somebody knows something they're not talking about. They're not talking about it. I don't think it's religious knowledge. I think it's just knowledge of something going on. Somebody's keeping some information hidden. All right, so ooh. And here we go with Salah again. If what did I say? She's going to try to get him to fight her battles again. But he's not going to do it 100% with his heart. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go against Girl World. Like when the whole thing with Poopgate, when it broke, that broke him. Like he doesn't want to deal with it. We wore him out, girl world. We broke him. He has absolutely like he his heart is not in the battle. You know what I'm saying? He's picking up the sword, but he doesn't have the heart to fight. He doesn't want to. He's being persuaded to fight. He's being pressured to fight. He doesn't want to come on camera anymore. He's just like, I'm done. I'm out. It's over. That's it. We're finished. He don't want to do this. He don't want to. And this is why. Money falling out of the hand versus falling into it. You know, that same motivation just ain't there. There's no money in the hand. It keeps falling out of it. You know, his whole motivation for getting online with Foodie is the money and the attention and want to grow a channel, but that's all gone now. So money falling out of the hand versus into it. So like this, juice ain't worth the squeeze. Why am I going to the tree and picking off a lemon if there's no juice inside? What's the point of squeezing it? Why are we even walking in the orchard? I'm going to walk to another orchard where there's oranges or something and there's juice inside and I can squeeze it and there's something coming out. If there's no juice there, why squeeze it? Oh, nope. It's over, Foodie. It's so over. It is so over in every way. Let it go. Let it go. The fairy tale is over. The end. Close the book. You keep trying to open it. You keep trying to rewrite those doggone pages, but they will not be rewritten. Time to let this go. It's not a matter of you winning or losing right now. It's a matter of how much do you want to lose? How much are you willing to lose? You've already lost the game. It's done. Done. It's a lot. Was? Yeah, he's thinking of somebody. It ain't you though. He's thinking of a prosperous life with someone, but it ain't you, Chantal. It ain't you. This is what he wants to be. This is what he wants to be. Notice he's alone. He wants to be alone and prosperous. He doesn't want you there. His happy life is being away from you, doing well, not connected to you. You're a ball and chain to him. He don't want nothing to do with you. But that's his happy life. Traveling, plenty in his cup, doing his own thing. He don't want nothing to do with you, Foodie. Yep. Yep. Oh, he's got big dreams, don't he? He dreams big. Boy, he dreams real big. But if he's got big dreams, he's got to know that it ain't going to happen with you. Boy, he's got big dreams. I'll give him that. That's funny. So that's where those two are at. Like she's over there daydreaming. He's over there daydreaming. They both want different things. They're in the winter of the relationship, and yet they won't seem to let it go. They're holding on to something that don't work no more. Didn't really work to begin with. It's worse now. And can I just point this out? Is Hannibal in here? And Goose Chuck? I know I see you in here, Goose. Something I've noticed about Foodie's relationships. Notice that the last real decent independent guy was BB. He was the last guy she was with that he had a job, he worked, he had money, he had his own place, he was very self-sufficient. That was the last guy she was with that all of that applied to him. Notice that every guy that she's been with after BB has not been like that. Why do you think that is? I think that BB breaking things off with Chantal, she wanted to create a situation where men could not leave her. So to do that, she had to be kind of predatory and find a guy who was financially hurting and create a system of codependency, approaching the guy, showing a side of herself that did not exist, the improved Foodie, acting so nice, so generous. Oh, I'll do these things for you. I'll give you money, sucking them in, drawing them into her web. And then once they became financially dependent on her, then she's got them. Yeah, she's a control freak, so she wanted control over the relationship. But very, very predatory is our girl. Again, going back, she was with Pete's. Remember? Pete's moved in with her. He had a job, he had money. She was after him, hounding him to quit his job, to join her on YouTube. And then when he did, she had full control of him. She doesn't want the men in her life to have their own money, to have the means to get away from her. She wants to take all that away. I think BB and Chantal were roommates for years before they finally moving out. You know what, Inferno? I'll do you one better. And I agree with what you're saying. Here's what I think, and I will die on this hill. The heart wants what it wants, does it not? And if you settle for something, you'll never, ever be happy with it because it's not what you really wanted. Natter is the one she wants. It's the one she's always wanted. She couldn't have Natter, so she settled for Salah. She picked out Salah as a way to make Natter jealous. Also, in my opinion, she was trying to triangulate Salah and Natter against each other to get Natter, thinking that if she got with Salah, that Natter would, somehow panic and want to be with her, and she would get what she wanted that way, and it backfired. She created this whole arc about being with Salah, hoping at some point he'd make that phone call and say, you win, I'll be with you. Never happened. It did backfire, but she's always wanted to be with Natter. That's the one she wants to be with. Because as weird as it is, she claims this man has hurt her, and yet she won't shut up talking about him. She mentions him, bringing him up all the time. That is not normal behavior for someone who's been through trauma. You don't do that. She's thinking about Natter. Oh, uh-oh. Cards are falling apart. Natter had a physical relationship with her. Yes, he did. So that might be part of the reason why she wants Natter back. Plus, I think Natter he was the first one in her life to tell her no. And that fascinated her. This spoiled brat got told no, and she just looks at that as a challenge. Oh my God, he's challenging me. And it fascinated her. I don't have hateful thoughts, Brandy. I'm sitting here describing the dynamic of two people. That's hateful. I'm not using my tarot cards for hateful purposes. I was just describing a dynamic between two people. And he is a challenge to her. He still is. And that still fascinates her. And Foodie looks at people not as people, but as objects. When she's paid for you, you belong to her. Even if you're not around her, you still belong to her. You are still a possession. And she will never completely let go for that reason. Anyway, I want to do another reading. Speaking of Natter and Chantal, let's do one on the two of them. I think there's some hidden business between her and Natter. I want to know what it is. Because I think there's been some talk going on behind the scenes. Yes, it's very funny, Brandy. I agree. And keep in mind, this is somebody that I don't want to trigger anybody in the chat, so forgive me. This is someone that she's accused of extreme physical trauma. She accused him of DV and SA. And yet she talks about him so casually with no visceral outside physical reaction. Anybody who's been through a type of trauma, even if you've not been through something intimate, if you go through, say, a horrible accident or just something bad or the death of someone, as you're thinking about it, you're reliving it in your head. And as you're reliving it, you're feeling the emotions. And you're going to get that outside reaction to match. Yet she can talk about Natter with nothing. Nothing. Then I'll be reported. You know what? I don't watch Natter to know what's going on with him. I know that he's done some live streams addressing Foodie in the title, which again, I think is weird. If he hates her so much, why talk about her? But whatever. They have a weird love-hate relationship between the two of them. They do. It's so strange. I hate you, but I can't stop talking about you. What? What was that? I believe so too, old broad. No, she's not a victim. Not at all. I agree with you there. That's a bunch of BS, Goose Chuck. Never seen her flinch once. She's a liar. Well, Goose Chuck, you said you have a really good memory. Then you might remember this. Couple of things of note that stuck out to me. I don't know if it's on Chantal's channel, but a long, long time ago, she did a video giving tips and advice on how to grow a channel. And one of the things she said was she had a friend who told really interesting stories while eating sushi. And this person would just tell really engaging stories for hours. And then later on, she did a video giving the tips and advice about how to grow things on YouTube. And she said, if you've got a little bit of something, embellish it. She said that. Follow that up with, not too long ago, she did a live stream where she talked about working at a battered women's shelter. So put all that together. Hearing other people's stories and making it her own. But talking about an experience is not the same as actually going through it, is it? No, it doesn't, Dom. I let the cards tell me what they want. I don't tell them what I want. I am just the messenger. All right. We about ready? I think so. Whew. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a heavy one? All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that is interesting. That is really interesting. Huh. Huh. I need more. I need more. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like the two of them are talking behind the scenes. And all this stuff about her talking about Natter and mentioning Natter and all this drama is on purpose. Like there's a purpose here behind all this. There is a purpose. There is a purpose. When Chantal and Natter were going back and forth back in the day, that was the lowest point for Chantal, but at the same time, her highest point. Financially speaking, that's when she made the most money. Like she had this weird, chaotic, evil energy with Natter, and it translated to views. So there's some communication here. There is. There is some communication. Uh-huh. Yep. Why would you secretly talk to your abuser? Well, because the person really didn't abuse you. It was all a lie. I mean, she did say, I exaggerated things, her words. She also said, I didn't lie for revenge, but she lied. So he really didn't hurt her. That's why she has no fear. That's why she still talks about him. Because if somebody hurts you, you don't want to talk about him. You don't want to think about him. But there's some money going on here. Somebody's getting some money. Somebody's fronting up some money to somebody. Putting money in the cup. That's right. Hi, Foodie. Hi, Foodie. It's really strange. She doesn't feel strong where she is right now. But in the situation with Natter, she feels strong. It's weird. She doesn't feel strong on some avenues, but strong in others. She doesn't have her footing where she's at and with Salah, but she's got more of a footing with Natter. Does that make sense? Like, this is the world she knows. This is the one that she's comfortable with. This is when she could be her real self versus her being something she's not in Kuwait and she's completely lost her footing. So like I think she's longing just not for Natter, but her sense of strength and footing that she hasn't had in a while. She wants to feel strong again, in control. She doesn't feel in control right now. Like nothing's in her control. Ooh. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Like, hey, it's anybody's guess. What do you want to do, Foodie? What do you want to do? That's what fate is asking you. Y'all thinking about each other. You guys are thinking about the old times, ain't you? The I remember whens. That's the word that just came in my head. I remember when. Think about all the good times. And here we go. Passing the money over. Is that why you're so broke, Foodie? Your money is going to two men, not just one. He's getting some benefits. And here's the difference between Natter and Salah. Where Salah does not want to fight Foodie's fight, Natter says, let's go. He wants to jump back in the ring. He wants to get into the drama. He's a willing participant. He's ready to put his gloves on. He's ready. Salah's saying, I don't want no part of this. Nats is saying, when do we get started? When do we get started? And it's really all up to her. Like fate is saying, like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Like it's the ball's in your court. You got to make a decision here. The indecision is what's keeping you stuck. If you sit still, you go nowhere, you do nothing. But if you move, you go somewhere. So the world is out there, and she can either be a part of it or not, but it's all up to her. There's got to be some action, there's got to be some movement. Movement is when change happens. But as long as she doesn't move, nothing can happen. She's just stuck. Ooh. What? Um, ooh. I think Natter might be losing interest in Dee Dee. Like maybe things are not so good between the two of them. Sense of, I keep hearing the word boredom. There's some boredom there. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, the queen is not sitting on her throne the same way she was a little while ago. Yeah, so not exactly in the strongest position of power. Yeah, he's thinking about the money. I don't think it's so much about him loving Foodie, being in love with her and wishing for her for that reason. He's very money motivated, so he's missing the money he used to make with Foodie, the attention. He's so much like her in so many ways. He's so self-centered and self-absorbed and money oriented. Like they were too much alike in a lot of ways. But he's really wanting that money back. He's so about the money. So he's going to gravitate to where the money is. And since Foodie left, things have not been the same. Okay. What? Ah, this again. Like he's not been having a good time since Foodie's been away. Not at all. Not at all. Been a lot of conflict going on with him. I don't know what it is, and not my business. But it's not the walk in the park that he thought it would be. It's been a lot of hardship there. Kind of humbling. And he's tired of not doing so well. He got spoiled by Foodie. He wants it back. He wants that spoiling right back. She turned him into a spoiled brat. What is it with the men in your life, Foodie? They all have delusions of grandeur. Jeez. Him and Salah. They both want to sit on a throne with cups in their hand, but they don't want to fill it up themselves. Selfish. So, yeah, that's it for Miss Foodie and Natter. Looks like they are talking. She ain't got the money now. You know, Shelly, you're right. Like, listen, I don't know how much money she's making. It's impossible to know, and I don't want to know. I'm not in her pocket. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I know this sounds really off the wall, but the smartest thing that Foodie could do for her channel, for herself, is to look at Salah and say, look, we tried for a year. It ain't working. I'm not happy. You're not happy. My next paycheck, I'm getting on a plane. I'm going home to Canada. I'll find a motel room. I'll stay there for a month. I will stream all the time and I'll make that money. I'll make it. And she probably would. She would, just because the whole thing with Salah is over. She would do better than what she is in Kuwait. But even if she came back to Canada, she's a lot different than when before she left. She's got a lot more health problems. It's going to be a lot worse. It's not going to be what Nader thinks it is. Peach will have a place for them both in a heartbeat. I don't think he has the money to front for both of them, though, Goose Chuck. I mean, he and Foodie lived together, and you had to know there were lots of damages to the villa, very expensive damages, and he's had to deal with that. So I don't think he has the money to support him and her. I mean, we got to remember, she eats through her paycheck for food. I don't think he has the money to pay for a 2-bedroom place. They got the villa because she paid the rent and she paid the bills. He wanted to stay in a place that was within his budget. She said no, she didn't like the places. She called them a dump. So the agreement was she would pay the rent, she would pay the bills, and he would just put his name on the deed. And so he did. No, he doesn't have the credit anymore. He's been saving and he has credit, and he's moving back will boost booze. Oh, jeez. If Pete's got back with Chantal, that'd be the dumbest thing ever. The boy doesn't learn his lesson. So I did Foodie and Salah. I did one on Foodie and one on Nader and Foodie. Did I cover everybody? My brain's a little fried from being live all day. Foodie's channel. Well, that kind of covers Foodie. I think I did get everyone. Foodie and Salah. I think I did one. I just did one on Foodie and Salah. Like, I don't know if you were here for it, EM. But Foodie and Salah, like that. Dude, it's so over between them. It's so over. It's so bad. Stick a fork in it, it's done. It's not just done, it's burnt. That meat is burnt. Scrape off the char, it's burnt. Throw it against the wall, it's burnt. So I have to live stream somewhere where she can get on high and stream. Well, you know what, Goose, if she has her bankruptcy or bad credit, I know that there are motel rooms you can rent for a week or 2 weeks at a time. They can do like a weekly rate. She can start off there if she can't get into a place immediately and just get herself going until she gets the money to get a place. Do a reading on the kids left in the desert without water. But I don't know those children. I don't even know their names. I don't know who they're related to, so it's kind of hard to do a reading on somebody if you have no connection to that. Besides, I would feel funny doing a reading on little ones, you know. You know, tarot readings are just for like general summaries of things, insight to things, but I would feel funny doing a reading on innocent little ones like that. They have no part in any of this. So I think it'd be best just to leave them out. The other woman. Ooh. What a good idea. What a good idea, Shelley. Thank you. Okay, we'll do one more then. Oh, you want to do Pete's? Yeah, who is the Queen of Wands? I need to know more about her. Inferno, you're so bad. Do I have to put you in the corner? I was about to put Hannibal in the corner. He kept flashing Foodie's fupa twice. I'm like, doggone it, I don't have any eye bleach. I was not prepared. What is this nonsense? That is just rude to do that to somebody and not prepare them first. My eyes did not consent to that. I want to speak to the manager. And he did it twice. As if once wasn't enough, twice. Really? Twice? Am I still a beezer? I think my unhonorable membership runs out in a couple of days. So unhonorably, yes, I am a beezer. I keep checking to see when I can block the membership because I don't want it again. I don't want it again. But I did hear something courtesy of Hannibal. Y'all ready? You guys want to you guys want to laugh? I'll give you a laugh tonight. So I heard, courtesy of Hannibal, that Foodie Beauty herself got an unhonorable membership. She got caught. She was peeking on Sam Telfler's chat. She got caught. So that's funny. To who? Sam, is it Telfler? Yaba's girlfriend. So that's funny. Miss I don't watch the reactors got caught. Serves you right, Foodie, for talking all that smack. Biatch. And a gifted membership. Look, you know, as far as my dishonorable membership, I was totally sleeping on that one. I forgot about the gifted membership thing until I got it. I won't make that same mistake again. I promise you. I'm not happy about it. But how do you turn that off? Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't watch hater reaction channels. You know, I wish he would just be honest and say, look, I don't have any content these days. I don't have any new ideas. I'm just going through some kind of mental, emotional burnout. So to get ideas, I go to the reaction channels and I watch their streams and, It gives me stuff to talk about. That would be refreshing to hear honesty from her. But she swears she doesn't watch us. But I just think she's burnt out and she just can't honestly think of new ideas. She doesn't have the energy for it. Hell would freeze over. I know. But you know what? That would make great content. If she doesn't know how to make great content, that would be a great idea for content and it would last for years. Just forget the arcs, forget the fake persona. Just get online and confess to every lie you ever told us. She would have content for months and not repeat the same thing twice. We'd be listening, we'd watch. It's something different. Just you there's so many lies you told us, just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Confess to all your lies. All right. We're going to do the mystery lady. Queen of Wands. Who is she? What does she do? Ooh. Huh. That's interesting. I need more context. Strange. Okay, so I'll show you the cards so far. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the Five of Wands. That was an interesting first card. Is the Queen of Wands part of a group of people? Is she part of a group of people he knows? Oh, right away. Hold on, I need more. Bitch. And she pops right up. You guys saw I shuffled. I wasn't like putting her in the deck and every. What is this? What is this? Wherever you go, there you are. Yeah, exactly. Her again. Hello, it's me. No, this is for the mysterious lady, the Queen of Wands. And strangely enough, okay, hold on. With the exception of the Death card, every card has been Wands. Wands. Here's another one. And here's another one. Like wands all over the place. Wands all day. Wands tomorrow. Wands the next day. Looks like she's part of something productive. Very productive lady is our Queen of Wands. Looking to get things started. Hello. Okay, so I need to go deeper here. Is this person bringing about some big change? I need more. I need more. Yeah, this mysterious lady, she's all about making her money. Very productive lady is our girl. Very productive. Why do I have a feeling that this Queen of Wands that's a cat woman? I'm feeling it like that. It's her. Something connected to her. Like she's close to Salah. Because the Queen of Wands landed right on top of him. Money going from one place to the other. Oh. Oh my. Okay, so right side up. Just showing it to you, right side up. You got all these different cups. Like just cups full of lies. Like this person, she got deceived. But this was inverted. So the truth coming out, seeing things for what they really are, no smoke screen. No disillusions here. And I'm getting a word off this card. I'm getting community. Community. She's got a community behind her, and she's got all these different corners that she could reach out to. She's got a wide reach. I keep feeling like she's got a wide reach of community, society, knowing people, which would make sense because she's very productive. You know, like she's does a lot. Mm-hmm. And she knows someone with money. She's connected to money, our girl. And always thinking of ways to make money. Always. Okay, so what happened? I don't know what happened, but something happened or something's going to happen where the money gets cut off or not as much. Like something happened to her. So like whoever this woman is, she's connected to a lot of people. She makes money. She's all about making money. She's very productive. No wonder Salah is gravitating towards her. No wonder. What happened? I'm sorry, I can't keep my eyes directly on the chat all the time because I got to do my cards, but I'm probably missing some parts of the conversation. She's a sexless trick. So that was the mysterious lady. I don't know if I have enough energy for doing one more on Pete's. Maybe she's gonna cut Salah off. He doesn't get his crap together. Inferno, you're here. Let me ask you how you feel about this. And the rest of you too. So here's what's funny. Way before Chantal met Salah, she did a stream where she was talking about romance scammers. And she even said, like, I'm a prime target for people like that. So she knew, like, she was a prime target for a romance scammer. Here's my theory. I think while she was talking to Salah, she was filling up his head with all these promises, and he did not get a good look at her. And so she came walking to the airport. So in essence, what Foodie did was flip the script on a romance scammer. Where they normally romance you from afar and get your money and then disappear. She made sure he couldn't disappear. Like, you're not getting away from me, Mr. Romance Scammer. I'm here in person. You can't get rid of me. You know, I just have to get into his house. Like, by the time she was there, she flew over there. It's too late. What do y'all think? Made sure that romance scammer couldn't get away from her. I mean, I think they both scammed each other. Let's not get it twisted. I think they both lied to each other big time. And isn't it funny that it's history repeating itself? With Nader and Chantal, two scammers coming together. And then there's all this drama. And because Chantal did not learn her lesson, she had to repeat the lesson over again. So she got together with another scammer. If you don't learn the first time, you got to learn the second time. So they got together. They lied to each other. She made a bunch of promises. You stick with me, kid, and I'm going to make you a big success on YouTube. And she strung him along for over a year, him waiting for the success that never came. And he finally figured it out. The end. So she hid a lot of stuff from him. Meaton blocked her when he realized Chantal was serious about flying to his country. Yeah, the definition of insanity. Do the same thing over and over and get different results. I give another year with them. You know what, Mega? I don't know. I don't know if they can deal with each other for another year. That's a long time. He can't even be in her company for 5 minutes. I don't know how they can last a year. As unhealthy as she is, I don't think she has. I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm not trying to be mean. But she needs to get her health together because she's spiraling bad. She's got to get it together now. I think so. All right, Pete, you're up. One last reading. Then, oh, what's this? Cards popping out. Oh, so these two popped out together. We got the Magician card in this right here. So are you trying to figure things out, Pete? Trying to work something out? You got a plan? Are you working on something, Pete? That's interesting. Yeah, I think he wants Chantal back. He never stopped wanting that. He has no idea what's going on. To be honest, Ruthie, he doesn't care. He's known her for 17 years. He knows who and what she is, and the heart wants what it wants. Even if it's bad, you still want it. She is his favorite person. Nothing's going to change about that. He will never get sick of her. He will always want her back because she represents safety in his life. He feels safe with her. Yeah, she's the only friend he has, so he'll never abandon her. He'll never do her dirty. All that debt, though, well, he would, Okie doll. He would. That's the sad thing about it. You know, if he wanted to make a crap ton of money, all he'd have to do is sit down and make a bunch of tea videos, one right after the other, put them all private, and then he was done making them, release them all at once. He'd make so much. He gets so monetized so quickly. 17 years worth of dirt. He knows where all the bodies are buried in what order. That's why Chantal won't come for him, because he knows too much. 17 years worth of dirt he knows on you. You better be good to him. Pete's still working at the same job, major improvement for him. Yep. And if she comes back, all of that's going to be undone. They're codependent on each other in the worst way. All right. Let's talk, Pete. Oh, you again? He's looking for happiness. He's looking for money, prosperity. He's looking for better things. He's looking for a way to conjure things to make it happen. Ooh. Oh. But he's being blocked. There's another fighter in the boxing ring with him. Competition for Chantal. Competition. Everybody wanting a piece of Chantal's money. Ooh. So the Knight of Wands reversed. Reversed. He's not feeling high on his horse. He's not feeling strong. He's not feeling productive at all. He's just quietly waiting. Quietly waiting. Always waiting. What is it with this card coming up tonight a lot? It seems like everything and everyone around Foodie, they all drift in the same space of lethargy and no energy and no creativity, no productivity. Just like just there's a sense of whatever. Everybody in Foodie's world is like this. Nobody wants to fight. Ain't none of them spicy. None of them. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. So you got the Two of Pentacles, but it was inverted. So the money's not so great. It's not a matter of balancing money. There's nothing to balance. You know, this person's not making money and they're not right side up. You can see there's the ship behind, travel, not traveling, not going anywhere, lack of action, lack of movement, just a sense of just absolute stillness. Yeah, normally this would be a card of conflict. Again, no creativity. You know, you're not fighting against anybody, but you're not fighting against yourself. You're just drifting. That's the word that comes to mind, drifting. He's drifting. Now that's pretty cool. So the Moon card reversed actually works in his favor. Whereas Salah and Chantal, like there's a sense of like hiding in the dark, secrets in the dark. There's no darkness for Pete. He knows exactly what's up. You know, I think he just woke up and he's not stupid. Where some people walk into situations, they don't know what's going on. He knows. He sees things for what they are. He's just making the choice to go forward. And because of his lack of action and creativity, like this, the universe is not offering him anything. There's nothing to offer. He's not reaching his hand out. Like, whatever. Like, again, this same situation with Chantal. If you don't move, if you don't act, if you don't open doors, nothing can happen. If you're just sitting in a room completely still, how can anyone and anything come to you? It's just not possible. Everything's coming up reversed. No money. Looks like we got 3 people fighting over Chantal's money. Pete. Ain't gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you. What we have here, folks, are 3 men fighting over 1 woman's money. And I know Chantal loves that. The fact that she's got 3 men fighting over her, but they're not fighting over her. They're fighting over her money. Dang Fupa is awesome. I highly recommend Dang Fupa. Dang Fupa is awesome. So it feels like they've got three men here. We've got Salah, Natter, and Pete's. And once upon a time, Pete's and Natter were at odds because Natter did not like the idea of Chantal supporting another man besides him, and money that was going to Pete's not going to him. Now we've got three. You've got Pete's that wants to be back in Chantal's good graces and get taken care of. You've got Natter that I'm sure he'd love it, and Salah that wants to hang on to it. And the stupid thing is, none of those men make Chantal happy. So you got all these men fighting over her money. Not a single one of them are good for her. She's not good for anybody. So any way she goes with those three, it's not going to be a happy thing. All right, guys. Somebody mentioned that I was sounding kind of snarky tonight, and if I did, I apologize. It's not me being aggressive or angry. I'm just a bit tired, and I apologize if I sounded like that. Honestly, I'm just my eyes are just like kind of blurry, so forgive me. Apologies to all. She dreams about she dreams about many things. Jade Speculation Station. That's a pretty good channel too. I've checked it out. It was a it was a long day. It was so long. Dude, put butter on me. I'm toast. Put an egg on that. You make French toast. And some syrup and just eat me for breakfast. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just I am toast. But it was all for a good cause, wasn't it? We all had fun together today. I woke up today and I chose pettiness, and you all got to benefit. We all got to have fun together, and it was a good time. And I thank you all for being here tonight. And I had just as many people tonight in my tarot live as Foodie had in her rage live. So, Foodie. So, sorry. I one last bit of petty before I go. Okay. Yeah, it was a great panel. So I thank you guys for coming out. And I'm going to let you guys go. And I'm going to go curl up with my cat, Booger. She's sleeping. She's done. She's absolutely done. She's not even looking at me. All right, I'm going to go curl up with my little girl, Booger, and listen to the peepers and fall fast asleep. So thank you guys for coming out. And those that are here, if you want to like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I've got a bit of catching up to do on the Foodie streams. I'm going to see what she's up to. Where's your 100K subbies with 300 viewers, right? All right, guys. Y'all take care tonight. I'll let you go. Bye, everybody.